Stick It Out.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode number two of Stick It Out. Um, Continuing from episode one, you should probably be watching these in order because we each were assigned one of our 8 songs that we, are not a fan of, or don't like at all, or kind of eluded us throughout our Rush fandom in episode one, and we're going to tell you how we feel about them in episode 2 here. So we're going to start with Jim today. So Jim, why don't you go ahead, tell us what song you had, how often you were able to play it, how you felt about it prior, and how you feel about it now.
All right. All right. So the song I got was Scars from Presto. Awesome album. I listened to it, I would say at least 20 times. I had it on my CD player in my car. Yes, I still have a car with a CD player when I went back and forth to work. And how I was feeling about it before, I didn't really hate it, but it was sort of kind of got a little bit blah to me. So I just sort of brushed it aside. So listening to it again, first couple times was like, yeah, okay. And then I really started to get into it. I really started to focus on Neil's drum part. It's probably absolutely no surprise because I get almost everybody knows that I play drums. So I really focused on his drum part, what he was doing, just the fact that he sampled all of that and did it in a take. That is amazing. There's no overdubs. That's a solid take from him on that. And I just really got into it. It kind of changed from being sort of this kind of thin, sort of wimpy sounding song in my head to something that was a lot more rockin' and pretty exciting. And the lyrics, I found the lyrics extremely interesting. Of course, I have to find them and pull them up, which of course I cannot find them. Right, but when he's talking about, I read it in a song by song book how Neil mentions that a sight or a sound or a smell can take you back to memories, and he writes his lyrics and at the end of every kind of verse or every sort of stanza, I guess, he puts, "I get this feeling." Right. So, and it's kind of the same thing, right? So you think about something and you have this feeling because of it, right? So you think that's, I was relating it to that. So that's kind of what I think about that. So do I like it more? Oh yeah, absolutely. Is it in my regular rotation of songs that I do not skip? Yeah, I'm not skipping this song. So this one's back. This one's back for me.
I think it has a great ending. Or just kind of, hits that drum and then the song just drops off. That's a good ending.
I think it has a great opener.
It is.
I know. It's the best opener.
It's like someone turned the mic on. He's like, hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, that's cool. So it's in your regular
Yeah.
rotation. So you pretty much love it now, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That was, and I think, I believe that was the only song from Presto that I would regularly skip.
That you chose for this, yeah.
Yeah, and it was the only one on the album that I would actually kind of like skip. I didn't skip anything else on the album. So now that album, nothing gets skipped.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, a completist.
Happy to hear it.
Yes.
Yes.
100% completion.
I was
All
hoping
right.
I could redeem you after Rivendell. You earned it.
Yeah, it was cool. I like it.
That's good.
So I got another song from Presto. The song that I got was Anagram for Mongo.
God.
So
Okay, no, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I cannot wait to hear what you have to say.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
So how often I was able to listen to it was probably 20 times. I've been
Should have been 100.
I've been regularly hooked on Snakes and Arrows because of the last episode with Armor and Sword. I've basically been listening to Snakes and Arrows regularly and weaving Anagram in, which is kind of random, but that's just kind of what I've been feeling this past month. I mean, how I was feeling about the song prior, it was just one of my least favorite Rush songs. I just never really got behind it. I didn't hate it, but I just didn't really, um, I just didn't enjoy it. So here's how I'm feeling about it now. Well, actually, let me preface it with it. As Jim's eyes go wide and Jerry's sitting there with lit up with anticipation over there.
I don't like where this is going, but go ahead.
Mhm.
Well, so I just want to preface it with as soon as we finished episode 1 recording last month, the three of you were all trying to convince me to like Anagram. So we were all listening to the music together, and you're telling me like, because I never dove into the lyrics and had the lyrics in front of me, which this song you kind of have to see, the wordplay and such.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and the three of you, I mean, you were there, right? You saw like me think to myself, okay, this is kind of cool. I can kind of get behind this. That's kind of where I was last month once we signed off episode 1, and then I played it probably 5 times that first day, probably 5 to or first day or 2, whatever, that weekend. And yeah, the first thing I thought was the instrumentation is really catchy. It's just really, it's a really catchy tune, as is a lot of Presto. The music is kind of catchy, but then I really dove into the lyrics, like I said, and I had the lyrics in front of me, and I just wanted to state some of the anagrams, I guess, that I really like from Neil's lyrics here. So I really like pride reduced to humble pie. I really like image just an eyeless game, which I thought was really cool. He and she are in the house, but it's only me at home. And lonely things like nights I find and find her with a friend. I just found those 4s as kind of really cool, but and I love the piano part in the middle too. Really great. So yeah, I mean, as you could probably tell, how I'm feeling about this song now is I don't love it. It's not. It's I guess I have to say I set the bar really high with episode 1 and Armor and Sword for myself, because it's now in my top 10. It went from not listening to it at all in my top 10. This one's not like that, but Anagram for me is, yeah, I wouldn't say it's in my regular rotation, but I do like it. I do appreciate it. I do very much enjoy it, and I don't think I'll be skipping it. So like I said, I don't love it, but I do really like it, and I think it fits really well on Presto, and it's it's a pretty cool song. So I'm happy I threw this one on my list, and I'm happy I like it. I think it's really cool.
I was gonna say we look like a bunch of teachers waiting for a kid to tell them what they learned. Yeah. They're all waiting for a response.
Waiting for that poster board to come out.
Or did you learn
all
your
just
lesson?
really wanted me to like this song, huh? So yeah, and I didn't get any other than that first time, or that first, after we recorded episode 1. I didn't discuss this really with any of you. So, which is, we kind of did that after, the prelude into episode 1. We kind of discussed our songs together, but I didn't do that at all. This was just completely repetition, and I like it. It's a good song.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. It is great. I think it's a great song.
I'm proud of you. Proud of you, Ryan.
Proud of me. I'm hopeful I can say the same about you when we get there, but we'll let Stephanie go first.
All right.
All right. So I had High Water, and I probably listened it 20 times, but I probably actively listened maybe say 15 of those. I was busy this month, so there were a couple times I put it on and it would kind of just be more in the background. So I guess I couldn't quite call that 20. But I had kind of a similar deal with Ryan. I think we mentioned that at one point. I kept initially, once we hopped off the episode, I kept finding myself going back to Double Agent. I would go to put High Water on, and I would immediately be sad and want Double Agent again. So I'd put that back on.
Times, yep.
Plenty. It took a while to get out of that rut. I mean, I didn't fully listen to the song, and not because it's bad. I never hated the song. It's almost, there's nothing to hate because there's not, to me, there's not a ton in it to like hook you or keep you listening like some of the other songs. So I ran into that issue quite a bit where I just couldn't even make myself listen fully to it before I'd want to put something else on. So it was a lot of that. And then it got to a point where I kind of got down the line. I'm like, all right, I need to sit down and listen to the song. And I did. But nothing really turned me on the song until I've been reading and rereading, in some cases, a lot of Neil's books recently. And there was a point where he talked about like his China trip and kind of what inspired these songs. And the way he talks about the songs and the inspiration, it kind of made me look into the lyrics a little bit more and understand the instrumentation and at least have an appreciation for where it was coming from. I have a really hard time relating to the message of the song because I can't say I've ever personally felt that way with Water, but I could appreciate it more. So I'm at a point where it's fine. I like it. I mean, I do. I'm trying to be nice.
Right.
I don't want all the High Water fans to come after me, you know. I like it. I appreciate it. Yeah. The High Water fan club's gonna come after me on Facebook or something. Anyway.
You don't have to like it. I mean, it's not this series is not a requirement to like the song. Yeah.
But I don't want to be too mean to it. I appreciate what he was trying to do. And I think it serves the purpose he set out to serve. It's just that this one for me doesn't connect. The instrumentation is still great. I don't know that there is a Rush song that it's not great. So from that standpoint, I can like it, but I almost wish it was an instrumental. I don't know what that says.
So you're gonna skip it from now on?
Sounds like the La Villa bass line. So let's point that out.
But that is a very
slowed down
small portion of it. I feel like.
Well, it could have been an instrumental in that case.
Yeah, but then it probably would have sounded too much like
just
Livia.
A couple seconds of bass.
Yeah, I mean that's probably how you got a couple listens out of me, was just looking for that bass line. So I guess that helped too. If I'm in the right mood, I won't skip it. But I think that's all I can promise. Again, if I'm being honest.
All right.
So.
Oh, sounds like the water isn't taking you home.
No.
So far we have one person who got completely turned around, and then two that were kind of meh.
Oh, I would say I got completely turned around.
You did?
It didn't sound like it.
Oh yeah.
No, it didn't sound like it.
No, I didn't like Anagram. Like I didn't like it. Like I didn't hate it, but it was just like there. I'm completely turned around on it. But I don't love it. I'm not, I'm like, just, to me, it's still there. It's not like one of my favorite Rush songs, but I enjoy it.
Right.
So
you took it out of the garbage and you unfolded it a little bit.
Yeah.
Put it back in the scrapbook.
I'm not completely turned around, I guess, but I am very much turned around.
Turned around.
Yeah, for that song. Yeah.
And Stephanie appreciates High Water for what it is, but doesn't love it.
Just doesn't enjoy it.
Okay. That's kind of how I was with Rivendell. So, hey.
That's kind of what I was thinking the whole time. This was my karma. So. Oh, and you gave it to me, Jim. So.
Oh, that's right.
I guess that's fitting.
I did. That's because true. It's got that awesome drum part.
That's probably I appreciate. That's honestly the only thing that kept me going. So that doesn't sound great, but I do appreciate the
only thing that kept her going. Listen to the song.
I know.
All right. Well, can we for this last one, can we get a drum roll, guys?
All right, ready?
Let's let the drummer drum roll.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I can do it on my.
What are we doing?
Well,
I think that's as best as we're gonna get.
I
That's
didn't
all it
hear
deserves.
anything
That's
you
all
just
it
did.
I know, I
too,
just
so
saw
it
vibration.
didn't come through the headset. So, all right, Jerry. Well, did China sing to you?
Well, first, I think everyone knows my opinion of Taishan. It was my least favorite. Well, probably, it's in the bottom 5, easy. Bottom 3, maybe.
Bottom 1.
Bottom
Yeah,
1, bottom 2, next to Rivendell.
Mm,
See, I'm not the only one.
And I did listen to it 20 times, and I know that because I had, like I said, I made a
'cause your
Spotify
stereo
playlist.
broke and got stuck on the song.
Yeah.
Just
My
on
tape
repeat,
got
like in a record.
jammed in the tape player.
Oh, darn.
No, I make a Spotify playlist called The Song I Hate. That's what it's called. And I put the song in there 20 times, and then I put a palate cleanser at the end. And this month, the palate cleanser was Jerry Was a Race Car Driver by Primus. And today, I listened to Jerry Was a Race Car Driver, so that means I listened to it 20 times. Some of it's, so I found myself singing some of it every once in a while, because it's a little bouncy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it's got a little bit of a groove to it, I'm gonna
Mhm.
say.
Mhm.
And we had this guy, Jared Schofer, on the podcast a couple of weeks ago, and
I
he
was
told the story about
gonna
how
mention
he actually climbed the steps to the top of Taishan.
Oh, yeah.
So I felt kind of bad hating the song after hearing his story and thinking about what he's going through on a daily basis and still going through right now. That didn't help a lot.
Did you do what he said as far as Googling the mountain?
I did look at the pictures. I
you?
Googled it. Yep. To me,
You
looking
should've
at it,
got
it just looks exhausting.
Exhausting.
I don't think I can.
That doesn't help.
No, like walking the steps up from the subway some days is a little much.
You need one of those VR headsets and put yourself there.
Yeah, I don't think I could go up 7,000 steps
Oh
or
my
even
God.
700 steps. But so this is what it's like for me now, right? If you can imagine, before it was like stepping on a Lego. Right, a single Lego is the worst. You step on a single Lego, and for some reason it hurts so much.
Biggest, right? That is the largest pain ever.
So weird,
It's
right?
Visceral pain.
So imagine if you made your entire house, if you carpeted your entire house in Lego, and you walked across it every day, it's not going to hurt as much. You're probably used to it. So after
like that bed of nails where they're all
Right,
in one height, so it's one of those.
exactly,
I get you. Hey, that's kind of appropriate.
So I think I nerd
Shiny.
myself so much by listening, because I did listen in like 5-song blocks, 6-song blocks. I've just grown more accustomed to it, like walking across a Lego carpet. I still don't like it a lot. I like it more than I did. I think I could listen to it. I don't think I will.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Come on, Jerry.
No,
but it's a song of eternity, Jerry.
To skip it. I'm still going to skip it.
I had such high hopes with your intro for that, and
I know. You did the opposite that Ryan did with
it was the big fake out.
Yeah.
So before it was like a grade F. Now it's probably a C-.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay,
that's not bad. I'll take that.
Which is very close to a B.
So I mean, it went from what, your least favorite song, so your 165th favorite Rush song, to what?
Oh, I can't even tell you.
Maybe
I can't even tell. I mean, because it was so far.
25 now.
It
like
was
maybe,
so far down.
Maybe top 30.
Oh no!
Just kidding.
Maybe bottom 10.
All right, that's not bad.
Sorry, it's still, like I said, it was catchy. I found myself singing parts of it, which I thought was weird.
All right,
it just popped into my head.
I'm proud of you, Jerry. I'm proud of you for listening to it for 20 times at minimum.
Yeah. I know. I was surprised.
I would listen to it sometimes. When I'm walking my dog in the morning, like 2 or 3 times in, I'm like, oh, I gotta listen to something good. You know what I mean? Like I have
That's
25
exactly
minutes or a
what's
half an hour to
happening.
walk this dog. I cannot
Yep.
listen to Tai Shan for half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry, all those Tai Shan. People love Tai Shan.
I know.
Well, it's kind of hard to listen to any song on repeat for 30 straight minutes, no matter how much you love it.
Oh, I could
because-
totally do that though.
Oh,
There's some
I
songs
have
I
to
love.
change.
I could do
Even-
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love Spirit of Radio, and I never ever skip it and never tire of it, even though I've heard it a bazillion times. But I
Yeah.
don't want to listen to it for 30 minutes straight.
I think that would be a pleasure if it were on a list
Yeah.
and I had to listen to it. I would definitely listen to it.
That would
probably
be
just
an
in one sitting.
easier challenge than this probably was for Jerry.
Well,
yeah.
that is
Because when you get to the end, as it fades out, and then it starts in again, it's like, oh, it's like purgatory.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
so it grew on Jerry, but like just up the scale of like
Barely.
3 songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
On his list.
It's still
Well,
at the
that's-
bottom, but better
Well,
than it
in
was.
comparison to everything else, that kind of makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
'cause-
In
So like you,
comparison to where you were before, I think it's a good thing.
right. So like you took your
Yeah.
song out of the garbage and smoothed it out and put it in like your scrapbook. I fished this out of the sewer and have left it in the front yard to dry. So that's what it's like. It's
Oh,
up a
boy.
little bit, but still
Wow.
no one. I still don't
Your
wanna touch it.
imagery today is great.
Is it? All right.
Are you on a
Is it-
podcast?
Woo.
I'm awfully good at that.
Yikesies.
All right.
Oh,
let's let's read off our remaining 6 songs that we have that we will be one or each one of us will be randomly assigned one of them in the next
All
couple
right.
minutes. So Stephanie, why don't you go first?
All right. I have left in the end Emotion Detector, Second Nature, Tai Shan, You Bet Your Life, and Freeze.
All right, I have Spindrift, The Stars Look Down, Nocturne, Carve Away the Stone, Time and Motion, and Tears.
All right. For me, it is Before and After, Tears, Resist, Earthshine, The Main Monkey Business, and BU2B2.
And that leaves me with Dog Years, The Twilight Zone, You Bet Your Life, Virtuality, Stick It Out, and Rivendell.
All right.
That one's
Dude, I
gonna
can't
hurt.
believe Stick It Out is on your list.
Rivendell's gonna hurt.
I know.
All right,
Sorry.
let's
Rivendell's, I could talk to you about that one, Jared.
Oh. We're gonna spin this wheel. I cannot wait.
Let's
we're
spin
gonna
that big wheel.
spin the big wheel. You ready? This is
Oh,
for
yeah.
Stephanie.
Okay.
All right.
Oh!
Again.
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 All right.
Yeah, that was me who did that last time. Huh? Okay, so let's
Yeah.
see here.
Man, you know which one.
Ah,
You know which one you have to pick.
No.
Yep.
I'm not picking
Not fair.
Taishan.
You have to.
Give
What do
it
you mean?
some space.
No,
Give
we
it some
have to, yeah,
space.
gotta give it some space.
Air it
All
out.
right, all right, I've got it. I've got it. All right, because it's a cool song on a cool album. It's Freeze.
Mm,
Freeze.
okay.
Okay.
I don't know
right.
how I feel.
There we go. You got a
That-
Vapor Trails.
That
Yeah.
I can help you get into. I recently discovered Freeze like the beginning of this year, and I love it. So
I can
that
tell
would
you
have
what
been on my stick
problem
it
with
out.
that
If
one.
yeah, well we can get
If-
to it, but
if-
well yeah, actually,
Pretty
tell us how
awesome.
you're feeling about it.
Yeah.
That one was always a hard one to listen to because I don't know what it is about the instrumentation in that song, but it just sounds like anxiety to me. Like the whole thing, the song itself makes me feel anxious.
Mm.
I don't know if that's the point. I've never dug into it enough to figure that out. That could be cool, but I have enough anxiety on my own, so
Mm.
listening to that has never been desirable.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
You
I
may-
mean, it's one
you-
I've wanted to like. I'm always game to get into Vapor Trails more because I love so much
Yeah.
of the
Oh, yeah.
the story and
Such
the
a-
message behind the album. So
Oh yeah.
good pick,
And-
Jim.
And you might want to listen to the remixed version
listen to
too,
both.
just to listen to both, just to see maybe the original release is kind of that way, but the remix, there's something that changes there. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Exactly. All right. My
Your turn, right?
My turn. Let's do it.
There you
All
go.
right. There it is.
Yes. One
You know,
of the
I'm
best songs from
so
Snakes.
Jim and I were just talking about this, I think yesterday, and I think I was talking with Jim. Maybe it was talking with Jerry. No, I think I was talking with Jim. And no, I as I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, I've been so hooked on Snakes and Arrows recently, and I was kind of hopeful that Spindrift would come up because it's the only song that I'm yet to dive into on Snakes and Arrows, and I've been putting it off because it's on this list.
Yeah.
So, and it actually came on. I was listening through the album top to bottom this past weekend, and it came on, and I kept it on, even though I'm not supposed to. I kept it on. I couldn't help
Oh.
myself. But I only listened to it once. I thought it was cool, but we'll see how much it grows on me. I think I have pretty high hopes for this one too. So
Yeah, and I
it's
could
good that
help
I'm
you
hooked.
with
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's good that I'm
that one.
hooked on Snakes and Arrows right now anyway. So I think
Mhm.
this will be cool. So
That's an awesome song.
all right.
Is my turn?
It is Jim's turn. Yep. All right.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh boy. Oh god.
The good ones. You can't go wrong on your list,
Go.
except for
Tears. All right.
yay!
Cool. Okay. Awesome.
You almost got that last week for
Decomposition.
me too.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
I'm excited
Okay.
for that one.
Getty
I can help you with that
composition,
one.
Awesome. Awesome.
How you feeling about it?
You know,
Happy?
yeah, well, I'm happy I got it. And the song has been kind of, because it's so slow, it just kind of never really got into it. I never hated it, but it just didn't ever really, grab me and really
So
excite me.
Would you say it's similar to Rivendell, or you think it's a little different for you?
No, it's different for me than Rivendell.
Okay.
It's different. Yeah.
We can work with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm happy I got that one.
Oh,
Cool.
I'm happy about that. I like these.
All right. Last one,
Hey,
Jerry.
put Tai Shan back in Jerry's list.
Yeah, really.
All right. Let's spin it.
Glad we're actually doing songs this time and not just people. But
Look at how
then
happy
again,
Ryan
now we
is.
got
There we
Ryan.
go.
I
Look at how happy he is.
I finally get to pick one for
Ryan.
someone. I finally get to pick one for someone.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Let's
You-
see.
You know what you got to do, Ryan. Come on,
What is that?
make him do it.
Which
It's
one?
obligatory.
What, Rivendell?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
stick
stick it out.
No, you know,
Must.
gosh, this is so hard.
Is it?
No, no.
because,
it's
like-
so
Getty,
painful.
Like, well,
Getty
because here's the
says
thing.
this
I'm
is
like,
heavy. That's what he says. It's heavy.
this is the
before
thing
he
though,
has
because
it.
like we're meeting like in person this Friday, and like, I kind of want to be nice to you,
Now-
So, or pick a song that I can actually help you get into while we're actually
Stick
hanging
it out is
So
that's being very nice.
I kind of
Yeah.
want to. Yeah, it is, but I really think that I can, of all your songs here, I think I can
I know what he's gonna pick.
most help
I
you
know.
get into. What is that, Jim?
I was gonna say Twilight Zone.
No, I think I can
No.
most help you get into virtuality. So
I was gonna say.
I'm gonna pick virtuality
Oh.
because
All right.
it's kind of unique. It's dated, but I think that I can help you get into virtuality this weekend. So
Even with
that's
Jerry
why I'm
being
going with
kind of a lyrics guy.
Yeah, that's my problem with it, is the dated
Yeah.
lyrics.
yeah. Well, so Stephanie,
it's like-
when
it's
you
almost
got
like he
I
double
mean, I
mentions,
agent,
like
like-
it.
when
It's
you
so-
got
almost like he
double
mentions
agent,
AOL
like,
stock,
Yeah, it's kind of a similar thing for me. That one grew on me just because of it is catchy. It is a cool song. It's just those lyrics it
Well, like,
spoil you
so
on it a little bit.
Stephanie, when you got Double Agent, you knew how much I loved Double Agent at the time, and I
Mhm.
was able to help you get into that after getting you past the lyrics and the spoken word and all that. So I think I can do the same thing with Jerry, and I'm going to suggest it now while we're
Make it
recording.
tougher cookie.
Listen to it live from, I think it was Molson Amphitheater on the Test for Echo tour. That's how I got into the song.
They did it live. Wow.
And yeah, they did do it live.
Oh,
I'll send you the clip, but
Okay.
Sure.
that's where I'm
Please
going to
do.
say start, because it's a wicked cool riff, and yeah, I think you'll be.
That is what I mean. That's what
What
worked
do you
with
think?
Double Agent. So maybe
What are
it
your
would work.
thoughts?
Yeah.
Is
What
the
are your thoughts on
recording?
getting the song? I guess.
Well, is the recording like a little messed up so you can't hear the lyrics? Is that why it's good?
A
No,
little muffled.
the lyrics
No.
are dated. The lyrics are
Sorry.
they probably were cool for the time.
No, I mean it's fine.
I think it's just one of those that you gotta have fun with a little bit.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
I hate having
don't take
fun.
it too seriously. I can tell.
Apparently.
Such a stick in the mud.
All right.
All right.
Well,
I'm gonna give it a shot. Whatever.
Yeah, for those watching, for those who stuck it out with us throughout what seems to have been the longest so far episode of Stick It Out, we encourage you to do the exact same thing that we are doing with this series.
Please.
Pick a song over the course of the next month that you are not into, or you just dislike, or the one that's eluded you, or you hate the synth era, so pick a synth era song, or whatever. Grab something, or you hate later era Rush. Pick a song, maybe an album, stick it out for a month. Let us know what you think in the comments, and we will be back in a month to let you guys know what we think of Spindrift, Virtuality. I've forgotten already. Stephanie, what did you get?
Freeze.
Freeze.
I
And
forgot
Jim
Cheers.
got Tears. Yeah, we'll be back in a month. Tell you what we think of those songs. And with that, take care, everybody.
Adios.